friends, and welcome to another video lesson from DBOS Talks. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click subscribe and click the bell and so that you can be notified of new uploads. This video is part of the playlist called Windows Tips and Tricks, and here we'll be learning how to change a file's extension in two ways. So as you know, if you were looking at now, I've opened the File Explorer, and if you look at the file I'm pointing at this underscore time, when depending on your settings, current settings in your File Explorer, sometimes the extension is showing right beside the file name, like this time.txt, and sometimes it does not show depending on your settings. So right now, the file type or the extension is being shown in a separate column called type, which is over here. See, txt file, it's a text file. But sometimes we actually need to have the the extension right on the file name because we wanted to rename. You see, if I wanted to rename this, meaning rename or change the file extension, I could not do it from here because I don't see the extension, right? If you get what I mean. So sometimes we need to change the extension of a file for a certain reason. I'll show you a very good example. This particular file is actually containing some SQL. It's an SQL script, actually. If I double click on this file, it's no ordinary text file. So if right now it's a txt file, it's a text file, if I open this now, this is the content. These are the contents of the file. So it's actually a very short SQL script, Oracle SQL script. Now, I'm using Notepad++ as a text editor, which is very good. And it is one of the world's most popular text editors right now. So you can see the text is shown in one color, just black. But see, if I change the extension, if I exchange the extension of this file to .sql instead of .txt, then you will see later on that the difference. I mean, once you open an SQL file in a text editor like Notepad++. So I could give you a couple of reasons, but this is one reason or one purpose for changing a file's extension. Okay, so in this video, I'll be showing you two ways of changing the file extension. But the first thing to do is, the first way of doing it is right here in File Explorer. But the little problem that you have right now is that you're unable to do it right now because the file extension is not beside the file name. It doesn't show like this underscore time.txt. Okay, you cannot rename it from here. If you do an F2 or you do a mouse click here or you do an F2, you cannot change the extension. It's right there, it's separate. So what you can do is on the view, right now my OS has been upgraded to Windows 11, but don't worry about it. There's a small difference between Windows 11 and Windows 10 in terms of doing this trick. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is to display the file extension right on the file name itself. So what I'll do, I'll click on View here on the menu, and then I'll go to Show, click on Show, and then I will click on File Name Extensions. Okay, after doing that, as if nothing happened, but when you look now at the same file we were looking at, now you see the extension here, this underscore time.txt. So now it will be very easy for anybody to to change the file extension of this file by simply, you can do a mouse click here, or you can do an F2 function key. Okay, and I can change this. Earlier, okay, I'll show you again. If I open this text file, it shows as the single color, just black font on this text editor. But if I rename this to SQL, I'm giving you one example or one reason to change the extension. So I am changing this from txt to SQL, okay? Okay, and then now when I try to open it again using Notepad++, you will see the difference. Do you see the difference? So the difference is that, okay, I'll do a copy of this so you can see the difference. This one I'll turn into .txt. If it's a txt and then you use Notepad++, it's just showing as plain text in one color. But if it is renamed to an extension of SQL, then Notepad++ will recognize it and will highlight in certain colors the reserved words, the variables, at least the reserved words. See, so this is SQL. This is one advantage or one reason why we had to change the extension of a file. Okay, there could be a couple of other reasons, but this is just one of them. So the first thing I showed you is how to change a file extension using File Explorer. But before that, what we did was to do some settings to be able to display the extension right on the file name itself. Because earlier it wasn't shown like that. And here, if you wanted to reverse this, meaning you don't want to have the extension right on the file name, you can do the same thing. View, show, and then you can click on file name extensions. Right now, file name extensions is checked or ticked. So if you wanted to disable that feature, you can just click on the same thing and then it's gone. The extension is gone. Okay, so that's the first way we've shown you. Okay, I'll do it again. View, show, extensions, and then it's shown. The second is using DOS command prompt. So I already opened it, but in your case, if you wanted to open this DOS command prompt in your Windows, you can type CMD on your Windows search window, Windows search field, I mean. Okay, so CMD like this, and it will, once you enter, it will open this command prompt. So what I'm gonna do, let's just say for some reason you could not remember, let's just say it was like this in your File Explorer, so you don't see the extension, and then you don't remember the step, how to display the extension right here on the file name. You just don't remember. And even when you Googled, you could not figure it out, or you're just rushing. So the other way to rename change the file extension of your file is to do it in DOS. Okay, so like I said, you type CMD on your search field, Windows search field, and it will open up this command prompt. Now, the next thing I'm gonna do is to change directory, do a CD to this location here. So what I'm gonna do is I'll put my mouse here, copy the whole thing, go to my DOS and paste it. Okay, so it goes there. And sure enough, if I do a dir, it should be there. Okay, so this 404 is the file size, probably in bytes. And I see two files over here. So to remove the ambiguity, I better delete the SQL file and just retain the text. Okay, I will clear the screen and then list it again. So now there's only one file left, the one called this_time.txt. And remember, in this scenario, let's just say you don't remember how to display the file extension in File Explorer. So this is the second way that you can rename the file. Okay, I will clear it. Okay, so the command in DOS is rename ren. Okay, it's not case sensitive. It's not case sensitive because it's DOS. Okay, so ren, and then the current file name, text, and then the new file name that you want to rename it to. Okay, so ren, which means rename the current file name, this time.txt, and I want to change it to or rename it to this time.sql. Enter. Okay, so let's clear the screen and then you do a directory listing again. And now you will see that the file has been renamed to this time SQL. And sure enough, when you go to your File Explorer, and it's already SQL. Okay, so like I said, this is just one use case or scenario wherein why you want to change a file's extension. In this case, it is a text file containing SQL commands. In fact, it's an SQL script. And if I open it in Notepad++, then it shows nicely the keywords, reserved words. And in this case, it's highlighting on some of the colors some numeric values. Okay, so and the ones in comment, like this one, not really commented, but in coated like string are in some other shade of color. Okay, so that's it. I've shown you in this video two ways of not really renaming a file, but more of changing the extension of a file. The first way is via File Explorer, and I've shown you before that how to disable and enable, I mean display or hide the extension right here. The second way is via DOS command prompt. Okay, so thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click subscribe and click the bell, and then spread the word, spread it to your friends and relatives. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.